Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So let me show you guys how you can have a very good trade using the Asian session sweep. So I only trade a very simple strategy, which is a sweep of Asian high or low, or a sweep of London high or low. So that is what we trade, Asian session sweep. There are other mechanisms for getting liquidity zones, but the common one that I currently use is the sweep of Asian high or Asian low. So this is an example of one. We get a sweep of Asian low. So if we get a sweep of Asian low, we don't just rush to take entries. You wait for a change of character in 1 minute if you are on 15 minutes. So this strategy only applies on 15 minutes and 30 minutes. If you don't want to have so many markings in your chart where you have a lot of break of structures, you have so many confusion, because I only use it on 15 minutes or 30 minutes and nothing more. So if you want the checklist for these trades, you can link me up. I'm going to show you this trade in real time when it was happening, where we covered in the group, and then I'm going to share with you the Asian session sweep checklist for GU, EU, and DAX. I'm also going to share these characteristics of A plus and A setups, and then I'm going to share with you London session sweep checklist for this particular strategy. It works best in GU, here EU, German 40, and then you can also work on gold and other pairs. If you want them, you will inbox me, and then I'll send them to you. It is free. I don't have a mentorship for you currently, so you come take this thing and then see it. Just pay attention to what I'm going to discuss, because that is what you're going to that is the most important thing, not even the checklist. If you understand this section, you will understand how the checklist works. So we don't just go to immediately we have a session sweep. We don't take entries at immediately. We wait for 15 minutes to close or 30 minutes to close, depending on which time frame we are using, either 30 or 15 minutes. So in this case, I was waiting for 15 minutes to close, so immediately it closes, I shift to 1 minute to wait for my change of character in 1 minute. So where is the change of character? Ideally, where should it be taking place? So the change of character should be coming from this point. This is how the market moved, caused another change of character down here. Then the market moved here. This is the last high that caused this sweep here. So the next one we should be having a change of character if this high is taken and the market closes above here. If it doesn't do that, then there is no change of character. So in this case, 15 minutes closed bullish, but I could not enter because I needed to confirm change of character. So we have to wait for one another. If you are waiting for 15 minutes, that means that 1 minute has already confirmed change of character. But if you are waiting for change of character, maybe you are waiting for 15 minutes to close, that you confirm that 1 minute has already given you change of character. Or if you are waiting for 15 minutes to close, the same thing applies. I don't know if I'm making sense, but you have to wait for them to happen, all of them at the same time. So when this happens, we wait for change of character to happen. So with this, you can see that there was no change of character, because the market just liquidated that high and then instead caused a break low. So this change of character is invalidated, so we switch to this other change of character. But since we depend on it on only the first 15 minutes, the immediate 15 minutes should be the one changing character, or the immediate 30 minutes should be the one changing character. If you're using 30 minutes, you use 3 minutes as a change of character. So in this case, we shift to 15 minutes and wait for another change of character, for another close bullish. I'm going to show you this trade in real time. We wait for, because this 15 minutes did not change character even after this one closed bullish, so that is why we shift back to 15 minutes and see if it closes bearish, and then we have to wait for the same thing to happen again. So in this case, it did close bearish, and therefore we don't have business being in 1 minute, so we just stick to 15 minutes and wait for bullish close. So as you can see, we got a bullish close. I think this should be a bullish close, I don't know. Not yet, so let's see. So we finally got a bullish close. So when you get a bullish close, you go to 1 minute to confirm that you have a change of character in 1 minute. So let's check. So this is the last high here. This is the last high here. So this is the last high that took this low. So for a successful change of character, we need 1 minute to take this immediately. So let's see. Do we get that? This is just an internal change of character, I choke. So when this one was taken, you could have looked for your entry at a refined breaker block. This is the last breaker block and the last order flow. If you check this order flow, and then if you check 15 minutes, you realize that there's no bearish move in 15 minutes. So this is where the entry should have been. With that entry there, stop loss just below here, because this is 47 pips, which is okay. So you take your entry there, or you can take your entry at when market retests this zone, which is still okay, either of them. So it's only that if you are waiting for this pullback into this order flow or breaker block, you may miss trades. So let's see. I don't know where I was looking at it, but I'm going to show you. So after planning that, where is our break even? The break even is when we take an opposing side liquidity, which is in this case the London side. The London side liquidity. So this is our break even. So when markets reach here, we go break even. So let's see. So the market comes back. Did it come back? So market came back. You can see, and then it came to break even. So you see, if you waited exactly at this particular point, you missed the entry. If you took it at market execution around this bigger breaker block or at the change of character, the market will always retest around change of character. Why? Because here around change of character, there is always a breaker block that is always there at the change of character. So we have break and retest concept. For other people using that concept, we have a break and retest around this zone. So that is why you can always wait for a market to retest your change of character zone in 1 minute or in 3 minutes, and then you take your entry. So when this happens, we go break even. So this is the trade. So let's see how it performed. Then I'm going to show you that trade. So let me just show you the trade. So this is the trade. It was on May 1st, and I clearly indicated here at 8:55 a.m. that today I was bullish on DAX 40 and then bearish on GU and EU. I'm also going to break this down because these ones are the one that netted me take profit very quickly. So DAX, this is the trade. This is the first entry here that I gave out that day. So the problem is that I didn't take it because on that day all brokers were off. So for that reason, the DAX market was not opened, but it was moving. So these are the trade in EU and in EU that smashed take profit that I'm going to break down using the same strategy. At the same time, this is the trade now. If you can see here, this is the trade that I'm telling you that I took. Sorry, that I'm doing a breakdown right now. So this is where for risk entry people, sometimes I'm risk averse, so I take it as just internal change of character, but for the sake of this video, normalize taking it on the pullback of change of character if you are in 1 minute or in 3 minutes, depending on which higher time frame you are using. So that is the trade. Let's continue with the breakdown. So the trade went as follows. So the trade played out like this. You can see now it was on a break even and it was moving very well. So it moved. Let's go back to 15 minutes to push the market faster. So let's see. So this is how the trade move. You started pushing back down, but now you're on break even, and then it came back to break even. Now relax, I'm still going to show you. So when it comes back to break even, like in this case, so this is a break even trade, you let it go, and then you don't take entry unless where you took your entry has been liquidated. So you only take a re-entry if this zone has been liquidated. If this zone has been liquidated, why do we do that? It's because if it is not liquidated, if this market should not be coming back for break even, but if it is coming back for break even, it means there is more liquidity down here that needs to be watched before the market moves. Then it comes here. I was waiting for it to give the next entry, but unfortunately it did not come back and liquidated the zone and started moving, so you let it go. Then in the evening, now it's, you can see it now came back and now gave entry, but this was when, this was at 11:30 p.m. my time. At this particular time, I'm asleep, so definitely this is the time for making babies. If you are over 18 and watching this, so we don't trade at this particular time. It's not ideal, but you can take trades. So let's check in 1 minute if it gave entry. So where is the entry exactly? You can see after the 15 minutes closed bullish, this was the change of character with the very bullish. So the change of character had happened, so you could do market execution if you are live at this particular point. As for me, this particular time I am in coma, so I don't know what is happening, and then the take profit is around this zone. Now these late entries, sometimes I take them, sometimes I don't take them, especially when they happen at this particular time that we are supposed to be making babies and procreating the world. So this is how the trade went out. I'm going to show you this thing in 30 minutes entries too, because when the volatility is so high, I do take it on 30 minutes. So this is the 15 minutes. You can see I only looked for change of character to confirm that this 15 minutes is the correct deal, and then the low is protected. Everything is explained in the checklist, so you don't need to worry. So this is how the trade performed. So you can see immediately started moving, and then it moved to take profit. So this is should be the take profit 8.5. So you could have extended it for uh, for 5R, which is the maximum I go for, because beyond that now you are flexing, and it's unnecessary to flex in this market, otherwise forex will humble you. So the market went like that and it never came back again. So it went like that. And then another thing, if you are very keen and you are an SMC trader, you will realize that whenever market takes the low, if we are bullish, the market takes the liquidity of both Asia in the previous day. Check the previous day in your market. If the market took the low of Asia, took the low of London, and we are bullish, and then took the low of even New York, just don't expect market to pull back soon. So for that reason, you can always aim higher. You can see the following day I didn't get trade. Why? Because the market was just bullish and moving in that direction. This was now 12 risk to reward. Now that aside, you can see I would have taken another entry if we got an Asian liquidation point here. I could have taken another entry. I didn't get that. Now another time also I could have taken another entry if I got London low liquidation. I didn't get that. So the market has been moving like that for a very long time now. For nearly 3 days, the market has been moving and moving and moving. This is now the current week I am into, and the trade that I'm supposed to be taking. Actually, I have taken it already with some few members in the group. We've taken it. This is the current. This is on yesterday, on Monday. You can see again on Monday I was waiting for what? I was waiting for Asian session sweep. We didn't get that. Again I was waiting for London session sweep to get entry. I didn't get that. So you can see how it has not been easy, but I'm not worried because the system gives me about 6 to 8 trades a month, which should be enough. So currently, as we are speaking, this is the market that I am into right now. This is the market I am into right now with my members. So some took it at around this zone. Now they could be running for a profit of about 2 risk to reward. And then some, like myself, I took a late entry. So this is my current entry here. You can see I'm floating in some profits, but this is my TP. My TP is around here. So let me show you that, so that you know that I'm not capping. So these are the group where we do trades. So this is one of my guy here doing extremely well. He has taken his trade, and this is one of his trade also. But let me show you my trade. So you can see we have a lot of discussion here. If you are serious, you can join. So this is that my trade when it just started moving. You can see I took it here German 30, and this is today. Today is on 6th, so that is it. And then one of us who took it a little bit early on 1 minute change of character took it here. You can see 1 minute change of character, and the trade is running beautifully. You can join and take this trade with me too. I'll give you the checklist so that you know what you are doing, and then you can take the trade. Now watch the next video. I'm going to do a 30 minutes breakdown using 3 minutes as change of character and 30 minutes as your higher time frame, session sweep 2, and the trade is the same.